Now we're going to begin this half hour with the latest on the disappearance of Kyron Horman. In a moment, we will talk to his mom, but first, NBC's Miguel Almaguer has the latest developments.
This weekend, divers searched the waters of Sauvie Island, a two-day multi-agency effort to find little Kyron Horman. In June, when he was 7 years old, Kyron disappeared from school after a science fair. Deputies had scoured Sauvie Island before. On Sunday, they again walked away empty-handed.
The dedication is to bring Kyron home and closure in for the family and for the investigation.
Despite a search that appears to be more of a recovery effort, Kyron's parents hold out hope their son is alive.
Some days are better than others. You live it almost hour by hour.
It's sickening. It's painful. It's the worst torture.
Kyron Horman and Desiree Young, Kyron's biological parents, believe their son's stepmother, Terry Horman, is responsible for his disappearance. Kyron has since filed for divorce from Horman.
I have every reason to believe that she had something to do with his disappearance, and I want answers.
Terry Horman has never spoken to the media, but in court documents calls Kyron's allegations vicious and calculated to inflame and poison public opinion against her. Some of Terry's old friends have spoken out in her defense.
I don't feel Terry is capable of harming a child, period. She's just not the type of woman that would do it that I can see.
But in divorce documents, Kyron described Terry as a terrible stepmother, saying it was common for her to be visibly impaired by alcohol and pass out on couch. Desiree Young was surprised to learn of the allegations.
Without a doubt, I wish I would have known it before. I wouldn't tolerate it.
A mother and father with their own suspicions as the search for their son approaches 6 months. For today, Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Kyron's mom, Desiree Young, is with us exclusively. Desiree, good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is the first time that you are speaking out about Kyron without your ex-husband, Kyron. Up until now, you two have maintained a united front. So what has changed?
Well, we're still a united front in the goal that we want Kyron home, and we want answers. That hasn't changed. I personally have learned of information lately that has disappointed me in Kyron's choices and his behavior, and I just can't stand by and support the choices that he's making.
Well, some of that has to do with these court documents that you've seen where he talks about his wife, Terry, being visibly impaired from alcohol several times a week, putting her kids at risk. He calls her emotionally disturbed, yet he never shared any of his concerns with you. Is that correct?
That's correct. We learned of all of this information after the fact and from the media. He had several opportunities to let Tony and I know what was going on in the house, and he did not. He had several opportunities to make the right choice and either let me know or remove Kyron from the house. I would have removed Kyron from the house had I have known what was going on.
Did you see any signs ever, Desiree, that Terry was dealing with alcohol abuse, or that she was, as Kyron put it, emotionally disturbed?
I did not see any signs of I did not see any evidence of alcohol abuse. In fact, I didn't know about the DUI until after Kyron went missing. But as far as a personality disorder, I did for years. I was aware that she had some issues with pathological lying, things of that nature, but just mostly from my interactions with her, I didn't see, as much as Kyron did.
If you had any concerns, why didn't you at any time, or did you, try to get your son Kyron out of that home?
Oh, yes, I did. Starting a year prior to him going missing, I tried to get custody of him.
And what would happen?
Kyron told me it was not an option on several occasions, and it was a point of contention with us. He was exhibiting some problems in school, and he was expressing a lot of sadness and upset at the situation, and Kyron on many occasions told me he wanted to come live with me. And on a couple of different occasions, Terry had called me specifically so that I could talk to Kyron because he was so upset. And Terry personally wanted me to take Kyron.
And then on Friday, the police showed you some emails that Terry had sent to friends of hers describing her marriage to Kane and her feelings about your son. I know you can't reveal the specifics because of the investigation, but generally, what did they say?
It's very clear from Terry's horrible words that she had a severe hatred for Kyron, and that she blamed a lot of the marital problems between Kane and herself on Kyron, that it was a huge point of contention in their marriage, and she had expressed in great detail her hatred for Kyron. I now believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that not only is she capable of hurting Kyron, that it's clear that she could have hurt him in the worst possible way.
Do you still hold out hope that your son is alive?
I will until the day I die.
Desiree Young, thank you so much for joining us, and please know that our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family.
Thank you.